Citizens of the world, welcome to Kaiserpunk, and today we have been sponsored by Overseer Games to check out this free demo. So this is the best kind of sponsor, right? First of all, I've listed Kaiserpunk before on this channel. Upcoming city builder, upcoming strategy game, upcoming World War game. Kaiserpunk has been kind of my wheelhouse as an upcoming game. But there is a free demo on Steam right now, which you can just go try. Free demo. This isn't even for buying the game or anything like that. Try the free demo. And if you like the free demo, wishlist the game. Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy when it's like this. And I've messed around a little bit in Kaiserpunk, but I was kind of enjoying it, so I stopped going through the tutorial. Let's go ahead and click on new. And right now in the demo, there's just kind of this tutorial map. But the tutorial sort of brings you through a bit of a story and quests and things like that. So let's hop on into it. Alright, so this is the beginning of gameplay, and this is a tutorial going through the demo. Now, I do know the beginning part, so I'll help speed through it a little bit so we get things going. But generally, what you can see right now is a good example of the visuals, the style, the effects, if anything. Now, keep in mind, this is a demo, so any assessments right now is based on the demo. Kaiserpunk is supposed to be releasing Q3 or later on in the year. But this is a free demo we can try right now. Every journey begins with a single step. So it is. So, this game has some interesting, nice little things. Just to get things going, let's start an event. So, it's a rather bleak world. Yes, things are not going so well. We've shown up here in this sort of broken down wasteland of a city, and we're here to take over, build a new city on it, right? So, also, this is fully 3D. You can rotate. I know it's not quite obvious at the start. You can rotate around. This is the max zoom in. The zooming is a little snappy right now, which I know some people like, but I prefer a smoother zoom. It would be nice to have that as an option as well. This is max zoom out, not counting the world map we'll be going to later on. Right? But we're just getting started. It's okay. It's okay. Look at this. We're reclaiming this city. Nice little flyby to show the ruined buildings. Now this is basically... It's not historical, but it is sort of set during / post World War kind of stuff. So that's sort of why the setting, right? And it is a city builder, but also a 4X / grand strategy thing, right? It's this sort of genre mixing, which might be a nice step, right? Because I like strategy games, I like city builders. Could be good. I want to pop into the options menu and just show you some of these things. So there's a number of things we can talk about in the options menu. There's general options. There's quite a lot of options right now. Right now it's also, yeah. One thing I do have to say is VSync, with it on, the scrolling around is a bit stuttery. So I'm keeping VSync off. The rest of the graphic settings right now are on max. You can turn off motion blur, so that's really good. Yeah, let's just make sure these are all properly disabled. Good, good. There's brightness and gamma, which is very nice. I do have to criticize this menu right now. This is obviously a demo, but you can't read this text on this bright sky. White text on like a white background and a white sky. It's hard to see some of these. Audio sliders, look at this. Now, audio sliders, there's just one that's missing. Well, maybe 2 or 3. So, first of all, I always ask for split voice volume. You know, there's dialogue and then there's unit commands or whatever. I like those being separate. And also the ever-present request for a cinematic audio slider. Cinematics are often too quiet, too loud, or just bound to something else. And I love having cinematics being at a separate volume from the rest of the game. Cinematic audio slider is something that I would always ask for, and it's always missing, but if you can add that, please do add that. Controls are rebindable right now, so they're all pretty much here, though there are a few extra keybinds that I would like, because speaking of these controls, there is the UI, which has a number of things. So for example, like when you place buildings, there's copy mode and move mode. You can move buildings or copy existing buildings, and I'd like these to have their own key bindings. There's also a lot of building options and structures, and if possible, I'd like these to be bindable to a hotkey and all of that. So these are some additional keybinds that I would really like to see. So we've gotten our starting resources. Here we are. And it's gonna bring us through a number of tutorial quests. So that desolate wasteland is now this. So it's sort of still kind of broken, damaged buildings. You know, there's a number of things to salvage. And this, you see this map here, right? This is a big world, right? There's all the way over here. Look at this. There's the trenches over here. Look at this. There's some kind of mine or something. There's a resource for iron or copper, right? There's resource extraction. This is a big map, right? There's so much stuff here. What's this? Some kind of port? Ruins of a port. Okay. But this is where our city is. And you can see like quest markers are there as well. And the way it brings you through the game is that there are these events, which are sort of story beats. So job's done, we've claimed all of this, right? We need to be constructing buildings, and it brings you through the UI as well. Also, while we're talking about the UI, there's some nice things here, which I think some other games really should add. First of all, there's time of day, right? You can just pick the time of day. You can leave it on dynamic, or you could make it nighttime. You want dark mode? There's dark mode, right? You want it permanently daytime? You can make it permanently daytime, no problem. But not just that. I'm going to leave that on dynamic. There's also change the current weather. You want to play when it's persistently thunderstorming? Sure. Let's make it rain. You know, you want to you hate rain, you never want to see it? Leave it on sunny. It'll always be sunny. Like so many of these city builders, these are sort of like aesthetic things. They don't actually affect anything. So they should just be readily changeable. So I'm going to have it be sunny and then set it to dynamic. So it may rain or it may not. But just so you know, you can just set that right there. So right now we're building a couple houses. What we have is this sort of central town square. What we want to do is build a couple houses. You can rotate it. And it's the sort of building where you have, it's on a grid. And you build roads to connect everything to the central building, right? That's something that we can do. So let's go ahead and do that now. Dirt road. We're just going to have it go here to there. Perfect. We've connected everything. It all has to be connected there. And we can continue on to building other things. So for example, basic production. We need to get some things going, right? So this is a city builder in the sense where you are building production chains and stuff like that as well. So you can see there's a grain field. What we're going to do is get a vegetable farm up. And I'll just place it right here next to these houses because why not? Good. And that does also have to be hooked up. Very nice. I'd like a hotkey for roads as well, because I'm sort of thinking of how I've been playing through like Augustus and stuff, where you can just hotkey all the buildings you like. So your most common built stuff, like I like to bind like road to like R or T or something like that. R because road, but if R is being used for something like rotating the building, T because it looks like a T junction, you know, and just have that bound to road so you don't have to click on the UI. But it is nice that you can click on the UI, by the way. Everything should be clickable for accessibility reasons. So production on the vegetable farm is underway, but we have to move things around. Resources don't just move automatically. See, this building is not working properly because there's no depot. Is there desirability? I don't think that is a factor. This is pretty post-war. I don't think desirability is a concern for these people. Let's have a look at the detail down here. You can actually get right down here. So this is the detail we're working with. So this is a couple houses built next to each other. And they're walking around, people, chilling, going in and out. So they're not bound to the tile they're on. They are actually walking and doing stuff. Let's zoom back. Can you just look at the... You can do a top-down view as well. Let's do this. Okay, we need to get that depot down. So the depot should probably be real close to this. I'll leave a gap for a road just in case. A depot right across from the farm. And the food is now being moved, which I think it has to go to the town square where people can access it. Otherwise, it's just... Apologies, I'm blocking a bit of the UI. You can see cash, like money has to go in to pay people to work. And things come out. Goods and services can be provided for money. Alright, moving on, we need to increase our population, right? So there's workforce and immigration. You can see this farm is taking 10 people. This depot is taking 10 people. We have 20 people. We have 20 spare laborers because one of these house units can hold 20. So we have 40. But we can get more down. We need to build 2 more. So what I'll do is I'll have it go down this way, I guess. Yep. And then we'll just road it up. Very nice. Good. More room. And we get more stuff. Okay. Continuing on. After we get more workers, it means we can have more work. Is there something like global labor pool? I think it is global labor. Because it just shows your labor in the top left. And buildings access from this pool. But you can see it is based on immigration. This house is currently empty. You have to attract people to your town. Otherwise they won't move in. So we're now building a forester, because we need some, is there an entrance to this? There is. I'll put a forester right here. Good. And next to the forester, I will have this, what is this thing? Lumberyard. Yeah, right there. And then hook all those up as well. By the way, the positioning of these things does matter because goods are moved on the road, right? So if you build things badly or messily, then it takes a long time for things to get anywhere. It can really slow down production. And keep in mind, this is still a strategy war game. So if your production is slow, then you might be too slow to respond to certain threats. Now, moving on. I'm blocking this guy's face. This is his portrait. It's Arthur Mitchell. In case you're wondering. So, basic needs and morale. Your citizens' morale depends on a number of factors, filling basic needs and also, like, the extra stuff, right? So, they want bread, not just vegetables. They want bread. So, let's set up a bread... Well, we're gonna need a grain field. So, this is our depot. So, I want to keep building things around this depot if possible. But what's an efficient way to keep this going? Yeah, like, I could put that like there, right? Or would it make more sense to put it here like that? I think more sense to do like this. Let's put the grain field there and a flour mill right next to it and a bakery right next to that. I don't really want to do it like that. I could do it like this, though. So keep all these things close together. And we can build up a road up to here and up to there. Very nice. Very good. Hermine, hello. Welcome. So, now we're breaking and baking bread, but you see we're short on workers because this was 3 buildings. This is taking 10, this is taking 30 in the flour mill, and the bakery needs another 30. So we actually need to have like more houses. So let's go ahead and just throw down a couple more labor houses here. Alright, get more people in. There we go. That should solve the employment problem. Is there police or fire guards? Can buildings burn or collapse? You know, those are good questions. Let's go through the buildings. Is this a newer game? Yes, free demo, available right now. We were sponsored to check it out, but it's not for sale. Go try the free demo, it's on Steam. There's no referral link, just go to Steam. It's called Kaiserpunk. It's releasing later on, like fully, but this is a free demo, you can try it now. Hostiles incoming. Okay, lookouts are reporting that a large group is on the way here, buddies of the previous inhabitants. So, do I want to send someone to negotiate, or I don't care if it's their mothers, send whoever we have. armed and cut them off, I'm not letting that scum back in here. You know what? I'm feeling antagonistic. Let's get rid of the scum. But they're probably not going to be too happy about that. And also, I have no troops. Oh dear. I feel like that's a movie reference. So this is definitely World War I based, right? That tank looks very World War I. Oh, they blew up the bridge. Blowing up bridges is like half of the world wars. Half of it's trenches, half of it's bridges. That's my summary of both world wars. It's just bridges and trenches. Essentially, right? It's just about bridges and trenches. Okay, the bridge is down, which is a bit of a problem, but basically we're under threat. We need to get stuff, like we need to get some military going, right? So we need to check out a nearby ruined factory. So nicely on this log, you can double click and it brings you to the objective. Because otherwise you're looking at the map, it's like, where's this ruined factory, right? Brings you right here. This is the ruined factory. We're starting this quest. So there's this ruined factory. Can we just take it? I think there's no competition for this. So just walking in and claiming the ruined factory. A wholesale company for... I'm not sure what it was. Yarnell's pawnbroker? I mean, you weren't ever into this genre of games, but you like watching people play the games they like. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is city builder plus strategy. It's kind of my thing. But also it's got a... Because of these production chains, it's also a little bit... tycoon-y, factory management-ish. Well, not factory management, but it is a bit tycoon-y. You know, we'll see how it sort of comes together. Yeah, the existing... So there's these choices, which I assume the idea is that every choice will have a pro and con. It's always nice when there are pros and cons with those choices. So that choice there was, do you keep the existing expert factory workers or kick them out, right? So hopefully the idea is that you can keep the existing factory workers, but later on they might rebel against you. But if you kick out the workers and take over yourself, your production capabilities are less, right? There should be those kind of pros and con choices in these sorts of things, right? This is a free demo, so I'm not gonna dig into that too much, but that's what you would want to look out for in these kind of games, right? So we're still going along. We've got control of that factory, and we need to check out military might and get that started. Oh, right, I was supposed to go through all the existing buildings as well. So, having a look, I think not everything's unlocked, but everything is visible here. So there's laborers, high-rises, manufacturer's house, manufacturer's high-rises. I assume this is like class of citizens, technicians, specialists. Well, less classes, but more houses for specific stuff. Lawn, lamp, advert pillar. There's decorations, clocks, kiosks. Oh, cost, upkeep, development points. Okay, so there's no desirability, but you can add to your development points, which is it just levels up your city, I guess. Decorative trees, statues, benches, and oh, I see. Parks! There are parks! I can't construct any of them, but maybe there is desirability. Also, there's all this. Farms, grains, flowers, bakeries, fisheries, cotton fields, ranches. So these are obviously work in progress. This is a free demo, but the idea is soup kitchen, orchard, juicery, vineyard, algae farm, and sushi bar. Wow. In the middle of war, if you have a sushi bar... You're a high-level city. Yeah, if there's no pros and cons, it's not really a choice. Yeah, so hopefully those pros and cons exist. Cellulose factory, iron mine, coal mines, smelters, weavers, clothiers, copper mines, zinc mines, paper mills, oil pumps, refineries, oil rigs, galena extractor, plastics factory, aluminium mine, aluminium mill, cannery, and electric factory. Okay, just so you know the range of how big your city and how complex your city can get. It's good to see these things. Then there's utilities. So there's foresters, lumberyards, windmills, water pumps, water towers, gravel pits, coal power plants, power substations, clay pit, brickworks, limestone quarry, cement factory, concrete mixer, quartz mine, glass works, diesel power plant, and natural gas power plant. Then there's public service buildings. Oh, so you were asking about fire. There's a fire station. Is there a police station? There's a police station. Is there building maintenance? Well, I suppose that counts as under fire station. There's a courthouse for additional security. There's a prison, limited inmate capacity, clinic, hospital, elementary school, high school, university, research center, and pharmacology. So transport also goes up to warehouses, markets, trade ports, airports, and quays. And then military buildings. We've got factories, munitions factories, vehicle factories, aircraft factories, shipyards, military base, naval base, and air bases. Whew. That's a lot of buildings. That's a lot of buildings in this game. Obviously not all implemented yet. This is free demo, but... Do I also play pure RTSs? Yes. Age of Empires, StarCraft. I just played through Dark Colony again. So, what we claimed from that abandoned factory was munitions, so we don't need to have the munitions factories right now. This is a nice touch on the tutorial where it's like, they've already shown you how to manufacture things. They want to show you the military stuff now. But, you know, for military stuff you need munitions. Oh, this thing's actually really big. How do I make this work? I could place it here, I guess. It's a bit weird. Maybe on this side it's actually closer because the entryway is that side. Let's do that. Battalion volunteers. The world map is now accessible. But let's first hook this up to a road. Yeah. Okay, good. So, the world map. So this is all one thing, right? This is your city map. Right? And it's huge. There's so much stuff here, right? There's so much stuff. Look at this map. There's all these resources. Like, what's this? This is a zinc deposit, right? There's these trenches over here. There's all sorts of stuff, right? This is this. And then there's a world map. Ah, that's all this city, right? Look at this. If you zoom in, there's like things. This country, county, whatever. This is, what is this? Central Europe. That's our region right now. There's upgrade mechanics right here, right? This is grand strategy stuff, right? Oh. City, world map. How big is the world map? Does it actually encompass the whole ocean? Oh, yep. There's home. This is where I'm from. Yep, the whole world is here. Wait. Okay. Almost the whole world is here. We have up until this line. So we've got most of Greenland and kind of there. We've got Scandinavia. Yep. So not North or South Pole, but for the rest of the world, it is here. It is flat. Well, this is a conical map. So there's no top or bottom, but it does have the sides, so it's a conical map. Anyway, let's go back down into our little Central Europe here. And we can start the next event. So the next event is training up units. So this is a strategy game, which means there are units to train. We have to train 3 additional militia. So I think we... Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Let's get 3 of these queued up. So this is all queuing up behind me here. Right, off it goes. So I picked the passive where I train units faster. So my character is training units faster. Yeah, Hermine. The map wraps on east and west, but not north and south. Okay, so we're training up units, and that's what we have to do. So this can take a while. There are speed settings. So let's go into max speed and see how long it takes with my bonus. Okay, quite a while, but still, this is military. So we need handguns to train militia. What other units can we train? It won't tell me, I think. Cannot train this unit. So there's... So militia. So there are stats. Health, damage versus land, damage versus naval, damage versus aerial. Supplies need food rations and ammunition. Training costs 50 people and 50 handguns. Development threshold reached. So this is like leveling up your city as you do things, right? And it unlocks things. Let's have a closer look at this training. Okay, that pauses. So I've not been part of the military, but do you push tires around? I feel like yes. Is this basic training? Crawling on the nets, shooting targets, pushing tires. There's a bit of a tank there. Higher rank looking people walking around doing things. Just checking the details. Okay, good. Now you don't expect graphics in a demo or optimization in a demo to be representative of the final product. It's just something that's an indicator, right? Because you don't want to optimize a game before you've made all the final decisions, because then you end up optimizing the game and then you change something and then you have to re-optimize it. So quite often in demos, they do pull back the graphics a little bit, but generally it seems pretty nice. You can see the grass, right? Like, it seems like the distance for shadows and stuff. I've cranked it all up to max in this demo. Generally looks okay. Are you really gonna do a pun like that? They must be really tired from that. Oh no, and Hermine. Okay, what was I doing? I was training military units. There's still, I'm on the third one, I think. So, yeah, we're training... If you're lacking recruits, build additional housing to attract more people. Yeah, also, I feel like I'm not sure if I have enough housing, so let's just throw down another house. That's... Oh, that's running into that. Let's just do an intersection, I guess. Let's put a house there. Connect that up to a road. I'm probably gonna have this road... Or did I build up to the edge there? Yeah. I'm just gonna have this road... Shift cycles road type? Oh. Oh, there's like nicer road. Oh, but it costs a lot more. And I don't have the resources for it, so it's gotta be dirt road. Okay. Auto chops a tree. Okay. So... Alright, so there's this copy mode. So first of all, buildings are movable. You can't actually just move them, right? Which is nice. There's also this copy mode, so you can copy like that. I would like copy and move mode to be on like dedicated hotkeys. So like I could like, you know, press tab, copy, caps lock, move, that sort of thing. I'd like that to be added in. So there is demolish mode. There's also repair upgrade mode, which I don't think we have anything to repair or upgrade right now. But okay. How's our training? 70% in for the last one, I think. Let's speed up the game again. So supplies, we currently do have food rations and ammunitions in store. Can I move this map? Oh, I can move the map. Oh, I can put it anywhere I like. Okay, before you can utilize an army, you have to deploy it first. You can do this by selecting, click on deploy. Deployment takes time. Okay, hold on, let me slow down the game. You can just move this around. Let's put the map over here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we have to press the deploy button, which is here. Let's deploy. Oh, and we deploy it on the world map. I guess we just deploy it out there. Your first army is leaving their military base, embarking on whatever task you want them on. It'll take some time for an army to fully deploy, but after that they'll be ready for your orders. Good. So they're currently deploying. It's going to take 20 hours to do that. Okay. Let's have some time pass. So the strategy in this game is grand strategy kind of stuff. Also, oh right, we have the spare laborers, so we can salvage these ruins, right? It gives us these stuff. So let's like salvage that. Oh, look, people actually show up and start salvaging. That's nice. Oh, next event. What do we have to do next? There's a plane! That forklift driver was very lucky. We can count ourselves lucky this time, particularly that guy. Could have ended much worse. The depot guys put out any fires quickly. We shouldn't rely on amateurs for that. Ah, yes. Context for why we need to have a fire station. Defend threshold. Public safety. Deals with crime, natural and man-made... Oh, there's natural disasters. As well as widespread medical emergencies. Fire should be your primary concern. Yes, good. A rude... What? Small-scale problems have a rude tendency to escalate into stories of their own. We all know that person. You know, that one. Small-scale problems have a rude tendency to escalate into stories of their own. You all have a person in mind? Yeah. What? I love that line. Okay, let's slow down. What we want to do is, it was under, was it utilities? No, it wasn't utilities, it was public service buildings. Fire station. So I don't know, like I'm unfamiliar with the coverage range of this stuff, but I guess just having it is good. We can have the utilities back here. Fire station. Electricity needed. Oh no. It's not the old school kind of fire station with the horses and carriages. We need electricity, which we currently have -5 of. Okay, that's not good. It's unlike standard resources that you can store, electricity is provided as a constant flow. Produce electricity in power plants, most basic of which is the windmill that requires no fuel. Distribute the electricity by building power substations. So you have to build the whole was it utilities? Windmill. It also needs a road connection. Okay, so let's just pop a windmill across from like that. That should work. Oh, it needs a power substation. You can't just hook the windmill up to the fire station, huh? Okay. Power substation. Okay, there. That should do it. Okay, fire station is now functional. Very good. Okay. Zerador, welcome. Is the game's name influenced by Kaiser? Well, I mean, Kaiser is just a word that means Caesar. So, it's just another language word for Caesar. You know, like Pharaoh and Fir'aun. There's Caesar and Kaiser. You know, so Kaiserpunk. I mean, the usage of the word punk is not my personal definition of how to use punk, because my idea of punk is that generally it's a world that runs on that thing. So steampunk is a world that runs, the primary fuel source is steam, right? You know, solar punk, the primary fuel source is solar, you know. So that's the general usage. Kaiserpunk, in my definition, would be the primary fuel source is Kaisers. Just throwing them on in there and burning as a fuel source. Just Kaisers. But also, there is this sort of idea, like, well, there's a reason why there's no oil punk or coal punk, because that's just what we do in real life, right? So real life is oil or coal punk. There is diesel punk as well. So diesel punk is sort of World War I, and it's sort of an idea that works now because we no longer run the world on diesel. So diesel punk is a theme that you can sort of set up, right? And the meaning of punk just means it is counter to the existing culture. That's why you can't have coal punk or oil punk, because that's what we have now. So it's not punk to just do what is, right? You know, like technically, like City Skylines is oil and coal punk, right? It's not punk, it's just realistic. So Kaiserpunk, if not a fuel source, it basically means that it is counter to existing culture, and considering this is ahistorical, as an alternative history, that sort of works. Sure. Next quest. Governor, our army has finished deploying and are waiting further orders. If I may suggest, we should march them into the neighboring regions. They're bound to find the airbase that those scum are using to attack us. Yeah, that sounds like peace is the only option. And the only option for peace is war. So, click on the world map. Double click on one of your armies to view the HUD. Open the dashboard. Alright, so I keep forgetting there is also this radial menu, which allows you to access things. You can have a look at your financial statistics. You can have a look at your stock overviews. This is all listed here, real nice. So many resources, jeez. What was that down there? Submachine guns, rubber, rifles, recon biplanes. You can have a stock of them if you like. Heavy bombers, heavy artillery, tanks, fighters, infantry tanks. Fine garments. Bricks, cellulose, I don't know. Used in the production of paper. Ammunition, plastics, and airships. Oh, right, yeah, like to... Because ammunition needs to be like, not oiled, but... Do you technically oil it? Fatted, I guess. Ale, algae, aluminum. Is it aluminum or aluminium? What are we here? Like what culture? Aluminum. Okay, we're American, I guess. Aluminum. It's not aluminium. We're Americans in Europe. Housing overview. You can see the houses here. Very nice. That's options. Population statistics. Oh, okay. Laborer. Taxes. Ooh, they pay taxes. So there are taxes and wages. Research and development. Oh. A tech tree. Wait, what is this? Oh. Every section has its own little tech tree. Okay, I see. So this UI is a bit hard for me to understand. This is a lot of symbols and numbers. So I'd say this UI could do a bit of work, but I get the gist. This is level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think once you get used to it, militarization. Or are these like future tech, basically? Mass production. Yeah, it gives like just passive bonuses. Okay. Alright, there's a lot there. And we're not even we don't even have access to the diplomacy fan. This game has so much stuff. We're going to the world map. Diplomacy? Who needs that? So we can look around, to move an army. So there's our army. Right, 2nd Battalion Gamble. Move an army, okay, select the army. Oh, it's... I see. Ah. Okay. Armies can only act on discovered regions. Alright, so all of this is undiscovered right now. So, I guess we just need to go to any of them. Where do we want to go? Do we want to go to France? Do we want to go to Italy? Let's go to Italy. Been a while since I've been there. So, combat. We're just attacking them. It's perfect. When battle starts, you're first presented with a battle preparation screen. Make all the critical decisions What armies are involved. Your generals will heed your commands and take over. Okay. So, we're not sure where the air base is located exactly. Our best bet, based on observed flight path, is Carpathia. That's our best bet. And on the plus side, Carpathia has some interesting resources that we could use. Okay. That's sort of... Yeah, can I undo my attack and go somewhere else? Or have I committed? Okay. Okay. Best bet is Carpathia. We're attacking here. We're not going to Italy. That's the available demo as special streamer. This is the demo. This is the demo you can try. Go to Steam. Check out Kaiserpunk. Try the free demo. If you like it, wishlist it. Okay. Yes. So I want to go here. Advanced battle phase. So this is like our stats, their stats, I'm thinking. Yeah, so that's the cancel button. We're going there. Advanced battle phase. So long range. Oh, I see. It plays out in phases. So long range. Okay, yeah, my 3 groups of militia failed to conquer the region. That does make sense, yes. So we need to conquer Carpathia. So I need just more stuff, I think. Can I just run them in again? Army and cooldown. Oh, I see. Okay, so I see what they're saying. We're not strong enough. What we got from the warehouse will only get us so far. I'm sure we can agree we need more weapons and other supplies. Get our ore production going to become self-sufficient. Switching production. A single production building can produce multiple resources, just not at the same time. You can switch production, right, to change what is produced. Okay, so we need to start producing handgun components. So the lumberyard. Set a lumberyard to produce what? This is my lumberyard. I want to set it to produce not plywood. Produces plywood. Settings. I want to produce that. Okay, yes. A lot more advanced resources require raw ore at some point. Yes, to mine ore, simply put a corresponding mine over the deposit. Okay, so I'm now producing lumber from the wood instead of plywood. Yes. So I then also need to build an iron mine, coal mine, and smelter. Okay, so there is coal there. There is iron there, and I guess I'll need a smelter between. So, do I need another another lumberyard? Guess it's fine. Gravel pit, water tower. Was it under? It wouldn't be under utilities. It'd be under. I guess it's asking me to build this because just to keep it going. Let's put it here. So this can continue producing plywood. Yeah. And then this, we need an iron mine. It has to be on the deposit. It can't just be on the edge. Let's build an iron mine. Let's build a coal mine. It has to be here. Okay, workforce problems. That makes sense. We'll also need a smelter, which I guess goes between the two. But also... yeah, it's fine. Let's put a smelter there. Weapons productions, produced in factories. Same building producing food rations. The process is identical to the production of any other resource. Okay. But also we need to, because we're short on people, I'm gonna throw down a bunch of laborer houses. Like 4 more. Can't fit 1 more there. Yeah, 5 more laborer houses. Okay, military building, then we need the factory, which I'll put next to the smelter. Oh, we need to produce 2 things. Let's put food rations and army rations? Handguns. Okay. Weapons in Kaiserpunk are mass-produced goods. If the Great War has taught you anything, it's that you can never have enough weapons. Yeah. Yeah, Russia kind of figured that out. One of you holds a gun and shoots. The other follows. When the one with the gun dies, the other one picks up the gun and shoots. Research in Kaiserpunk is automatic and is directly linked to what you're doing in the capital. Each building contributes to the progress of development branch. The more buildings you have, the more you contribute to the same branch. Okay, so it's what progresses is what you're doing. So we also, oh right, bullets are gonna need a cellulose factory, so we'll pop this down along here as well. Yep, okay. And we also gonna need a, what is this thing? Copper mine. Oh, we have copper? Where's copper? One. So that's a water deposit. What is this? A damaged laborer's house. I think I need so many more people. Copper, copper. Looking for copper. What's this? That's zinc. This is... There's copper. Okay. We do have some copper here. We'll pop that there. Oh, I don't have enough plywood to do copper. Okay, so where's it show? I have 27. I need 50? Oh. How about I change you to plywood for a little bit? Yeah, okay. Meanwhile, let's hook all our stuff up. Oh, that actually lined up perfectly. That was unintentional. And then we can have this road connect there. And this road connect there. And this... No, let's not do that. And this road connect up like this. Yep, good. And also all of these... I assume these factories need power? Insufficient workforce. Need power. Okay, so utilities. So I have to build a substation for sure. But is that enough power? Probably not. So let's also just throw down another windmill. Okay. So it says insufficient workforce. I need manufacturers. Oh, this game has suddenly exploded into a lot of things. I need manufacturers, which means I need a different kind of housing. I need manufacturer houses. Okay. Where do you want to live? I guess I'll just put it along here. Oh, that needs plywood as well? Ah, we're at the point where we need everything. Okay, we need plywood for houses and every... is plywood being used for something? Producing lumber yards. Local stock. I've only got 10. I need to produce so much more plywood. So we don't have any manufacturers to work. This doesn't have the raw materials because it doesn't have iron and coal. Iron and coal... so iron mine and coal mine is running. But we're struggling to move things around. So what I think I need to do is have another depot to move goods. I don't have plywood for that either. Okay, so what I think we need to do is find plywood we can salvage. Maybe. No. We can get more lumber. We can get 6 plywood from that. That's to repair. Well, 6 plywood's better than nothing. Let's salvage that. Oh, wait. It's not 6 plywood. It's like a source of plywood. Okay, that got me a lot of plywood. Okay, so what we need is a lot of things. Let's throw down a manufacturer house. Suddenly this game has opened up. So this house is 20. We need 100 of them. We need so much. Okay, how much does... Oh, right. So I accidentally spent all my plywood building the wrong house. Right, I didn't realize we needed manufacturers, right? So these are the classes of people, right? There's also technicians and specialists. This is the morale. Overall, not so great for the laborers. Their health and education is pretty bad. We've got 20 manufacturers in. I don't think there'll be... It's like 20 out of 50 in that factory. We're making cellulose, though. Looks like banished, but with much calmer weather. Well, the weather here, the dangerous weather here is military, which can come in on the world map. Right? That's kind of a possible problem we'll be dealing with. So this is continuing to be salvaged. So if I check the resources, stock overview, it should say what everything is for, right? So if I just check plywood, it's just the construction resource. Yeah, it's not used in anything else. So it's just used for building things. So we do need this copper mine, but it costs 50 plywood. I guess I should build this next, at least get the copper going. But to get more plywood, what's our stock of lumber? Maybe I need to get more of this. Right, because this produces 10, but I think this uses... Well, as long as they're still working, I guess it's fine. I guess we can speed up the game. So this is a bit my fault because I built the wrong house, which used up my plywood. Like, I built too many of the wrong house. This is still salvaging. Okay, we got some more plywood. Let's go here. Let's build the copper mine. Let's go ahead and pop this right on the edge there. We need a zinc mine as well. Oh, it's asking us to build a lot of things. Was there any more plywood to be salvaged? Don't think so. I see why there's some old laborers' houses which can be repaired. It costs a lot less to... It just costs 4 to repair these rather than build a new one. Oh, there's some plywood here, but can't work on this just yet. Do I need to clear the old promenade first? Maybe. Do we just not have... Is this how many laborers it needs? 48? Jeez. Can I salvage this? No. Alright, it's fine. I do have some plywood. I can put down the zinc mine. I saw zinc earlier. It's here, right? This is zinc? That's zinc. Let's pop this here. Okay, and we can hook up transport dirt road. So I need a dirt road to hook up there. And I also need a road to hook up here. So they are at least connected. Okay, so I have the zinc mine, so... Do I need another smelter? Set the smelter to produce brass. What is my current smelter doing? Producing steel. Is that correct? Civic threshold reached. Okay, so I need another smelter. So that would be smelter. Okay. Which I will pop here. Sure. I'll pop a smelter there, and this one will be producing not steel, brass. Okay. I need ammo. Now all that's remaining is to build a munitions factory, and we can start producing our own ammunition. You know, it turns out making guns is actually kind of hard. Wait, no, we're making guns already, but now we need to make bullets. Plywood, the ever-present bottleneck. We're trying to make guns and bullets, but we just don't have enough plywood for the buildings. Yeah, that makes sense, though. So we need to get a munitions factory down. So, oh, did I just get enough? How much does this cost? 60. Okay, yes. So munitions factory can go right here, then. So we're just short on a lot of people now. So many people. Okay, so this is now going to be making ammunition. Taking cellulose and brass. So cellulose is being manufactured here, and that's using wood. Is that how you... Plywood, lumber, and cellulose? Yeah, I don't know how you get cellulose from wood. How I mine for fish. But I guess it works. So we now need to produce more... Yeah, so we need more plywood because we're now short on workforce. So we do actually need more laborers. So what I can do is I can just build up a dirt road to these sort of abandoned houses here. And instead of building a new house, I can maybe repair this? I need laborers to repair it! So you can pause work to get more laborers, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. I can solve the laborer problem first by having another laborer house. Okay, that'll bring in another 20. After that, we're gonna need to have more manufacturer's house, which costs 40 plywood each. So let's have a look at their house. So frames are starting to chug a little bit here, but also I'm running at 3 times speed. But also it's a demo, so it's an up. Look at that, they got cars. They got a person to sweep, and they have benches in front of a well, and their own fire hydrant? Wow. Look at these people. Okay, so the laborer problem is fixed. So now I just need more plywood. I assume these lumberyards are still functioning as intended, right? I don't know if one forester can support 2 lumberyards. I'm just assuming it can. What is the next event anyway? Food rations are used by a lot of our army units. We need to have a steady production. For that we need to oh no. Need to build a farm. Okay, hold on. Let's slow down the speed. Okay. Yeah, we're losing some frames here, because a lot of things have gotten quite more advanced. Hold on. What I want to do is build another manufacturer's house. Nope. We need 130. We need so many manufacturers to manufacture all the things. Yeah, so... Are we not already producing... We are producing food rations, yeah. Oh, we can actually afford this. We can build a second farm, which I guess can go right here. And we need more bread. Oh. So to supply like more of the... Oh, because we're producing rations, it's taking our bread and vegetables. So we're not feeding our people. So we need to double our food production so that we can feed our people and produce food rations. Oh. Is motion blur on or are the frames dying? Frames are dying a little bit. I'm pretty sure I have motion blur off. Let me just double check. Video options. Motion blur is off. Bloom and lens dirt is on, but I don't think that's a problem. I'll just try turn motion blur on and see if that makes it worse. I think there is a bit of blur when you pan around, but also I am losing some frames. Video options. motion blur off. Accept. Back to game. Yeah, there's a little bit of blur when you pan around, and I hope that is possible to remove in the future. But also, yeah, I'm losing some frames. You don't expect the free demo to be fully optimized, so it's fine at this point. Okay? Game's not released. You don't pay any money for this. Also, I'm streaming and recording, so it's not really optimized for that. So we have to double our bread production next. So for now, we've doubled our vegetable production, so people shouldn't starve. We're still short... Oh, because I put down a farm, I'm now short on laborers again, right? Oh, I just need so much plywood for everything. I could put down more lumber yards. I think that's actually kind of a... what we should be doing, doubling up our plywood production first. So like if I check, was it manufacturing? No, there, forester. So I can afford to put another forester down. Let's have another forester here. And then I can, I need more plywood for the lumberyard, which makes sense, yeah. But there's insufficient workforce for this as well. Yes, that makes sense. Just trying to keep up with everything. See, a good city builder does eventually get to this point where you want more of everything. You just want more of everything. Doc Maggie, welcome. Army supply problems. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, okay, we're getting some more... Let's go to... no, it was the lumberyard. So I can go ahead and put down like 2 more lumberyards. You know, I can afford 1 more lumberyard and make sure it is on plywood. Yes. So we need this base production of plywood, but also this is not working properly because we're short on workers. Can I get laborers out of anything? Like, I can stop producing cellulose. Does this... Does pausing that give me the workers? Yes. Okay. So pausing that building gives me the workers to get these working. Right? Because we do need to prioritize these. Maybe this game does need, like, priority stuff as well. I just noticed there's no way to, like, prioritize these buildings. Okay. Also, if I go back to the world map, where am I? Can I try attack Carpathia again? We've taken some damage. So, what am I actually looking at? So this is Garrison. This is, yeah, this is... There's nothing to select or anything, right? Yeah. If I try attack it again, what happens? Because they have taken damage as well. Okay, so we still couldn't conquer it. But I think they're not necessarily healing up either. Carpathia. Garrison infantry, okay. They don't have any upgrades. Stability's at 63%. Okay. So, they're on cooldown now. Let's go back here. Like, I guess... I mean, we could try train more soldiers. Where's that? Like, what happens if I train another soldier? Do I have the people for it? Do I have the guns for it? Oh, I like don't have the guns for it or anything like. Oh, eventually we will. Okay, so what am I doing? Right, I wanted another lumberyard. So let's get another lumberyard down. Nope. Yeah, there. To get more plywood. Right, we are short on workers as well. But we can solve that problem because I think I can afford a laborer's house. Okay. I can't afford a second one. But this laborer's house should help keep... Yeah, fill up these first. So now we've doubled our plywood production. Yes, all of this is working nicely. Okay, so we've doubled our plywood production. Let's keep the game running fast, which does chug our frames a little bit more, but I think it's okay. Look at our city. Army ready? Okay, I should just be like throwing my army. This is World War I. Just have at it. You might die. You might not. Shoot it. Yeah, we're like chipping away at that garrison. There's like a bunker and we got like some pistols and we're like pow, 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 pow. And like grazing some of the soldiers inside. Okay, so I do need at least... Oh, we need like a couple more laborers' houses. Because we have to set up the bread production as well. And the bread production is like, oh, so many. Yeah, we just need so much plywood. Where was the... That's a farm. That's a smelter. Where did I put the depot for? Didn't I put a depot here? Cellulose factory, factory, smelter, farm, lumberyard. Did I not put a depot? Local stock is full. I thought I put down a second depot, but could I not afford it? Oh, I think I couldn't afford it, so nothing is really moving. How many people are needed in a depot to work there? 10, okay. So first, let's put down another laborer house. And how much is a depot? 40? Manufacturing threshold reached. Yeah, a lot of stuff is just not moving because we don't have... I'm gonna put down another laborer's house. And this should kind of solve some of the earlier problems. And then I need a depot because things are just kind of not moving. We have one depot for the whole city. It's actually not good at all. You attack again? Have at it! You'll eventually do it! I believe in you! Ooh, one or two more? One or two more, I think. Yeah, so pro tip, set up extra plywood production earlier because it's the basic construction material for things. I don't think there's anything we can... Yeah, we can't salvage anyway. What is this? Paper? So we're now just kind of waiting for plywood to come in so that we can build more houses. So I've solved my laborer problem. I think what I should build next is a depot because we're just not getting stuff moved around. Right? Local stock is full. Consider building additional depots or upgrading existing ones. Can you upgrade? Can I currently upgrade this? No, I don't think so. Okay, more stuff came in. Let's throw down another depot. Can't fit it there. Yeah, let's throw down another depot there. And we have the workers for it. So that doubles our ability to move things around. This one depot is moving everything. Our food, our munitions, our iron, our cellulose, everything was being moved by one depot. It's these trucks, I assume, that are... Can you click on them? Oh, you can click on them and see what they're doing. Look, picking up brass. Depots have range. Yeah. I mean, it seems like they have infinite range, but it's like, I don't wanna. Right? So, like, there's green lines, yellow lines, and red lines. Yeah, this is why nothing was moving. Yeah, I basically need like 2 more depots. Oh look, we suddenly have so much plywood. All the plywood was probably just sitting there. So let's throw down another depot here. And then like another depot here. Like a little bit closer to this thing. Good. And then I can solve my laborer problem. Because those depots take workers. And now I can focus on getting manufacturers in to solve our manufacturer worker shortage. Right, so manufacturer's house costs 40 each, so I can throw one down now. They should all be up here. This is where they're working. You can live next to where you work. Okay, that'll bring in... So we're short 110, which means we need 6 of these. 6 manufacturers' houses. So I put down 2. I need 4 more manufacturers' houses. And they cost... Yeah. Let's extend the road out here. Oh, look at all the plywood coming in now. Should have done this a while ago. Right, I doubled my plywood production, but it was all just sitting. It was just sitting in there. Now that the depots are down, that double plywood production is suddenly going so much better. So I put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 more. Let's just extend the road first. I could build laborers high-rise. Oh. So this costs 20. This costs 100, but also with bricks. But it houses 60 laborers. But I guess it takes much less space. And that solves our manufacturer employment problem. Very nice. And then I'm gonna need more laborers because we're setting up the farm. Let's do that. And then I can duplicate our bread production, which means we just throw down... Yeah, let's set it up over here. We need... grain farm. Flour mill. Bakery. Now we're producing both bread and vegetables for... everything. Let's make sure the road is hooked up. Is this? Okay, Pathfind's pretty good, the roads. Okay. So everything is now hooked up. We're still short 10 manufacturers. Is it because not linked to the town center? Is it not? Oh, camera jumped. For some reason this one, this might be a bug. It's okay. Look how much plywood I have. Oh, I should have just moved it. I didn't have to destroy it. There's a move button. It's fine. It's fine. Let's first try replace it. See if that works. Okay, maybe it's just a bug with that position. Let's move this thing to like here. Does that work? Yeah, that works. Okay, there's just a bit of a bug there. No problem. Okay, and can I do another attack? Come on, you gotta die this time. It's so close. Yes, we got it! Finally. Your troops have marched into the region's capital. So, yeah, then we take over the region. Oh, who's this? The airbase isn't here, Governor. My mistake. The entire world, the landmass, consists of regions. Controlling a region makes it possible to exploit the resources from it. This is done automatically, but it is important to note that the rate of exploitation is directly linked to the region's stability. If the region's stability drops too low, you won't be getting anything from it. That means no immigration either. Any costs, however, still remain. Select the region to open up its info panel. What resources are in it and what amounts and blah blah blah. So this is the... I don't think I can move this one, it's right behind me. Carpathia. I own it now. It's got stuff. We can upgrade it with things. There's immigration. So the immigration means it increases the rate of immigration for these classes. So now we have like +1 immigration on a bunch of stuff, +1 immigration on specialists, plus silk, crude meat, and cloth. We can also garrison more infantry or upgrade it with outposts, propaganda bureaus, factory complexes, farming centers, infrastructure, mining sites, airbase, tax office, more infrastructure. So basically, this is grand strategy. We just look at them. This rival is just taking stuff. So it's grand strategy where you can build structures and leave troops in there and everything. So that's all there. What is even the next quest? Infantry with guns will only get us so far. We should organize and start producing something heavier, like artillery. If we need it, we need it. There's no way around it. We just need artillery. So vehicles are manufactured in specialized buildings. We select the vehicle type at the manufacturing of the thing, right? Vehicle factory. This is gonna cost like a whole other line of goods that are required, right? We can produce field guns, pounder guns, field howitzers, heavy artillery, infantry tank, light tank, medium tank, heavy tank. Right. We just need to produce 5, which costs steel. We are actually producing steel, so it's a bit of a long way. But also, who works here? 75 manufacturers? Oh, look how much plywood we have! My problem was not a problem. I have totally overcompensated for my problem, which I think was just my own doing. Nah, now how's all the manufacturers you need? We're also short on power. Oh, I assume this requires power. That makes sense. Is it utilities? Yeah, let's throw in another windmill and substation to distribute that power. Do windmills take people to work? Oh yes, laborers. Okay, which means I do need to throw down a laborer house as well. Have at it. Okay. So we're now actually producing vehicles, which will be part of our army, and we can go and conquer more stuff. We can track... Oh. There's a lot of stuff up there as well. Okay. Oh. But I think I've gone far enough with this showcase, and I kind of want... Like, if you're curious about where this goes to next, you should try the free demo. You should try the free demo. Thank you so much to Overseer Games for sponsoring us today. This is just on Steam. They've launched a free demo. You don't buy it, it's a free demo, you just try it. And if you like it, wishlist it. They'll be fully releasing later on in the year. And we can keep an eye on some potential problems. Like, obviously, there's some optimization issues. And a couple UI improvements would be nice. Buy the demo. You can't. It's not even an option. You can't buy it. You can get it for free, though. You can get it for free. You can pay for it with a wish list, I guess. Developers love wish lists. Is this What If Germany Won World War I? No. It's more... I mean, it's ahistorical, so it's not so much about history of who won, who lost. It's not about that. It's more about gameplay, where it is a city builder which is trying to... Yeah, if World War I never ended, and people are trying to rebuild while the war is ongoing, right? So we're rebuilding this city from the ruins of another city, right? And the war is ongoing, right? Like, we're still fighting. We're invading territories. This is the grand strategy part, right? You can conquer the world, right? It's grand strategy here. But World War I continues. And during World War I, because I don't think any year was particularly given, but we've located the enemy airbase. It's in the West Balkans. Bad news, it's better fortified. It's better fortified? You know what that means. Charge right in there! Have at it! Yeah, it didn't work. We could try again later. We probably need those field guns, huh? But yeah, basically World War I continues, and we're trying to rebuild. Like, rebuild our capital city, and... like, it's just... there's a lot to it. Like, this map here, this capital map, right? Our city map. Look how big it is. I'm gonna click on the... we're in the middle here. I'm gonna click on the left edge, and it'll fly over. Look how much stuff there is here, right? I can go all the way down to this corner. Look how much terrain we're flying over, right? From corner to corner. That's how big the map is. I'm throwing us around here, right? And there's even stuff on the islands and things, right? So there's this giant map, and you can see it's filled with resources and points of interest and stuff. And we're building here, right? This is the size of our city right now. So there's a lot here. And while this city building is ongoing, the grand strategy war is ongoing, right? And we're conquering territories, and you can see the AI is doing their own things. I don't even know what faction this is. Who are you? 54th Battalion Clemens. I don't know who they are. I could attack them, but probably shouldn't. But yeah, Kaiserpunk is this World War I themed city builder plus grand strategy. So if you like city builders, so far it's shaping up nicely. There's all of these production chains. There's quite a lot to it. There's resource extraction, housing management. There is fire. There's natural disasters. There's man-made disasters. There's crime. There's power generation and infrastructure. You gotta set up power. There is setup for water as well. There's education. There's schools and stuff you can build. So you're building a city. Like, it's full-on city builder. But also grand strategy. So if you like grand strategy, there's this. If you like city building and grand strategy, then this game is for you. Right? Thanks, Hermine. Very kind of you. So yeah, this is Kaiserpunk. Go check it out. Go have a look. Have fun with it. It's a free demo. Army's ready. You know what? Let's send them in one more time. Gambate. Yeah, it's not very effective. It's not very effective. I think we might actually eventually win, but the unit might be pretty much dead. Just walk up to a bunker with a handgun. It's not working, Sarge. Do it again. Do it again. We'll eventually get through that wall. Have we actually we've actually... oh! We just got some field guns and they got blimps! We're not on our city. Okay. Air raid. We gotta stop their... find their stronghold and stop their bombing brigades. Okay. But yeah. Kaiserpunk. Go have a look. I'll bring this part to a close. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to Overseer Games for sponsoring us today. I'm very excited to see where this goes. It's got some work to do, particularly with optimization and a little bit of UI work, maybe some more hotkeys. Audio slider for cinematics, please. No game ever does it. I want audio sliders for cinematics. It's great for accessibility also, having just more audio sliders. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.